Annual checkup for my T-Rex. What did the vet find? Hey everyone, it's me from my channel. Today, we're going to go to the vet. We have an annual checkup for our Tyrannosaurus Rex, so let's get right into it. The appointment is at 2 p.m., so we should get there around 1:45. I think that would be sufficient time to find parking and then walk over, and we got there super quick. The place where we're going is a reptile hospital. They take care of all kinds of reptiles. Sometimes they even post on Instagram about certain diseases they've been treating and stuff like that. It's really cool. I'm glad that they're helping out other reptiles besides dinosaurs. I mean, we love dinosaurs, but other reptiles need help too. We're going to wait until 2 good, and then we're going to knock on the door and see what the vet says. The door opens, and we say hello, and we ask if everything's ready, and they said yes. So we go in, and we see a few animals already there. They had a ball python, which was half curled up and half not curled up. It was kind of interesting. And then they had this little green iguana who looked like he was enjoying his life. He was just hanging out on this branch basking. And then there was a bunch of bearded dragons. One of them seemed very nice. And then another one was just glaring off into space. It looked very mean, but the guy holding him said he was very sweet. So, I don't know. I thought he was scary looking, but maybe he's actually nice. And then we walked into the back where the actual vet room was. And there were more animals. There was a blue tongue skink who was chilling. There was another bearded dragon who was just laying down on the ground. And then there was another snake that was very coiled up. It was probably twice as long as this room. It was insane. And then we waited in this room for a while. I think this is Rexy. Oh no. Oh, there he is. He was just hiding behind the other dinosaur. Hi there, little Dino. It's me. Come here. Dino, you're getting your checkup today. And he's like, yeah, whatever. He's totally fine with it. Then we go into the examination room, and this is where things get serious. She asks us some questions about his diet, which we've been feeding him primarily on beef and chicken. And she said that's good. She said sometimes she sees animals that are fed only on rodents. And then when they come in, their teeth are completely worn down because rodents don't have enough calcium in them. So you have to be careful about what you feed them. And if you feed them the wrong thing, their teeth could fall out or their bones could become very weak. Then the vet comes in and says hi to Rex and pets him a little bit. And he seems to enjoy it. So she picks him up and puts him on the table. Then she starts looking into his mouth. She looks at his gums. She looks at his teeth. She feels his belly. She checks his eyes and ears. She listens to his heart. And he's just chilling. He's totally fine with all of this. Dinosaurs are so chill. I don't know what it is, but they're super chill. So she said his teeth look really good and his gums look really good. And she said he's in great shape. Then she asked us what we've been feeding him, and we told her beef and chicken. And she said that's great, because those are both very easily digestible. And she said that his poop looks really well formed. So that means he's digesting his food very well. She said sometimes when she sees turtles, they'll come in and they'll be constipated and they have to do an x-ray to see what's going on. But luckily, his poop looks great. So, we're doing great. Then she asked if we wanted to do blood work, and I said yes. So they drew blood from his tail. It didn't seem to bother him at all. He just chilled out during the whole thing. And then she said it's time for his vaccine booster. And she gave him a little prick in the arm, and he just stared at her like it was no big deal. And then she gave him a little treat afterwards because he was such a good boy. And then she gave us the rest of his food and sent us on our way. He gets prescription food, and that's because his teeth aren't like normal dinosaur teeth. His teeth are more like human teeth. And so he needs a special type of food that will break down in his stomach easier, because if it does not break down in his stomach, it could break down his teeth. So he has special prescription food. That way, we know that the food is soft enough and it won't hurt his teeth. Dino seems happy to be home. He went into his cave and got a little bit of food. And I think he's feeling pretty good. Dino seems to be doing great after his checkup. I guess I'll give you guys an update on his health. Well, Dino's doing great. His blood work came back and everything looks perfect. His calcium levels are perfect. His protein levels are perfect. His red and white blood cell count is perfect. Everything about his blood work is perfect. No abnormalities at all. So, that's awesome. It's good to hear. And I also got his fecal test results back, and it looks like his poop has no parasites. So, that's also good news. It's always good to hear when your dino is healthy. It makes me happy. It was really fun to go to the vet today. It was very cool to see all the different animals, and the vet seemed very nice. All the staff were very nice. And it was nice to get Dino checked out and get all of his blood work done and make sure he's healthy for another year. He's a tough dinosaur, but he seems very calm. I guess that's why they're able to do things to him. If he was super hyper and running around everywhere, they wouldn't be able to do any of the tests. It's important for dinosaurs to go to the vet just like it's important for other animals to go to the vet. Dinosaurs can get sick just like other animals. They need boosters just like other animals. They need to have their teeth checked just like other animals. So it's really important to bring your dinosaur to the vet. My favorite part of the visit was definitely seeing all the different animals. It was very cool to see so many different types of animals. And it was also really cool to see how calm all the animals were at the vet. It was like they were all chill. Like the snake was just chilling there. The iguana was just chilling there. The lizards were chilling there. The turtles were chilling there. Everybody seemed to be just very calm and relaxed. It was really cool to see that, and I think that made the vet's job a lot easier. If they were all skittish and stressed out, it would be a lot harder to do anything to them. But because they were so calm, it was easy to draw blood, easy to check their teeth, easy to check their bellies, easy to do everything. So that was really cool to see, and I hope that all the animals at the vet are doing well. I hope the snake is doing well. The lizards are doing well. The turtles are doing well. The iguanas are doing well. All the animals. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're having fun. Bye.